Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. This is your host and coach Aditya Sisodia, and I would love to host you on our masterclass. The whole and sole objective of masterclass is to help you combat your life challenges where you feel stuck. And as always, as we begin, time for you to grab your paper, pen, notepad so that you can brainstorm. So quickly look around you, grab your paper, pen, and yes, do not open anything else, not an Excel or anything, because you would be switching and that would be multitasking. So pick up your notepad, put on your thinking hat, and quickly start to get into a beginner's mindset. Our today's topic is 14 ways to find your way back from burnout. Now, ladies and gentlemen, the first and the most important thing to understand is what exactly is burnout. Burnout is an extreme state of emotional, mental, or physical exhaustion. Let me repeat that. It's a extreme state of physical, mental, or emotional burned out because of excessive stress. You don't feel like doing anything because you are stressed out. And yes, stress is something very real. Recently, I came across an article, and personally, I have also been experience holder in this. Stress reduces your immunity system. Yes, you heard that right. Have you ever seen a person, young person, who after a trauma or a tragedy has white hair locks? Have you seen a person who, despite being young, has got all wrinkles and is not able to present themselves? So stress is one of the factor. Now, before we identify stress and other factor, it is quite crucial for us to identify and to understand what are the ways we can work around. But to do that, let us first understand what's our current emotional, physical, mental state. So I would be asking you certain series of questions, and please be honest with yourself as you are going ahead. The first is, how much time do you spend working in a day? How much time do you spend working in a day? Is it 8 hours, 9 hours, 10 hours, 12 hours? Are you workaholic? Are you just stuck to your smart devices? Are you just constantly looking for notification? Are you just answering that one more text, one more message? Just think about it. How exactly are you preparing yourself? Have you ever observed yourself how much time is being productive versus just being zoned into your laptop screen or your mobile device? My second question to you is, what do you want to accomplish this year or this week or today? Do you ever take out time just to plan, envision what would you like to accomplish? Think about it. The third thing is, if you are operating remotely, what's your favorite part? If you are operating remotely, what's your favorite part? It can be during the day, it can be while working, anything I want you to recall. The third thing is, what do you do every day? What do you do every day to recharge yourself? You recharge your phone, right? You recharge your laptop. You even recharge yourself. My question to you is, how do you recharge? How do you recharge yourself? How do you rejuvenate yourself? What is that thing that gives you the spark? Okay. Now, how do you manage distractions? How do you manage distraction? Starting with that small ting sound of notification to someone ringing at the doorbell to those endless scrolling on Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn feed, to as simple as someone talking, to as simple as your own thoughts. Which of your distraction are most challenging for you? Have you curated it? Have you thought about it? It's quite crucial for you. Just think about it. And my final question to you is, have you experienced counseling therapy for yourself? Have you ever considered or explored the idea of working with a psychologist just to explore your inner thought desire? Now, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to be dividing our 14 points into two sections: how to handle burnout during office hours, and how to handle and tackle burnout offline when you are not working. So, if you are ready, let's get started. Our first topic is handling burnout when you are working. Okay? And how do you do this? By managing your expectation. Yes. What is that you expect from yourself as well as from others? Are you clearly communicating? Are you clearly communicating, or is there a dichotomy? Are you clearly communicating, or is there a dichotomy? Think about it. Are you speaking to other person what's on your mind? Are you listening to them? Are you sharing to them? Or is it just a one-way communication? Remember, remote working is here to stay. It's up to you to share your expectation. Otherwise, what would happen? You leave your current role, you'll move out, be it your relationship, be it your team, be it your office, be it your boss. What's the guarantee that in the next role you won't find same challenges? So, managing expectation. Now, moving over to number two. Just think about it. What can it be? So, the number 2 point is set goals. Yes, setting healthy boundaries for yourself, be it in terms of your communication, be it in terms of your notification, is essential. You need to set goals for yourself. What do I expect? How many people am I going to communicate? How am I going to take care? How many messages, email, phone calls would I be responding? When would I be checking my email? Now, this is quite crucial because many people are wandering aimlessly throughout the day without any set agenda. Moving over to point number three. Any guess? Limit distraction. Once you manage your expectation, you set your goal, the most crucial part is to limit your distraction. One of the things that I personally follow is my phone is always on silent mode. If someone wants to reach out to me, my WhatsApp is the fastest mode because I just check WhatsApp. Otherwise, just to resist the temptation, my phone is on silent mode, all my notifications are off. I decide what I'm in control. Unless it's a pre scheduled call, I don't entertain it. How are you guarding yourself? Remember this thing, this is quite crucial for you. Okay, moving over to point number 4. And point number 4 is find allies. Do you have people you can call friends in your workplace? Do you have someone on your speed dial? Anything, the moment you will see it, you will have that smile, you will enjoy. There would be a certain spurt of energy inside of you. It's important that you have some well wishers around you. Whenever you feel exhausted, whenever you feel burned out, tired, it's going to help you. So think about it. Who are the people with whom you can have a heart to heart conversation and take it ahead? Otherwise, every time you'll just feel distracted. Moving over to point number 5. Yes. Point number 5, have fun. Do you compartmentalize everything you do? Do you box your activities? Let's do this, let's not do this, let's do this. When was the last time you just giggled during your workday? Just smile, giggle, enjoy, have a break, take a Kit Kat. No, seriously, have a break, take a Kit Kat. Just enjoy. Smiling releases oxytocin that is good for us, whereas frowning definitely causes us stress. Moving over to point number six. Just think about it. What can be the next point? Pace yourself. Now, you might be wondering what exactly do we mean by pacing? Set yourself. Do you monitor your heartbeat? Do you monitor your pulse? When you are resting, what's your pulse rate? When you are exciting about something, what's your pulse rate? Similarly, pace yourself. You have got what? 168 hours in a week? It's up to you. How do you plan them? Okay. Moving over to point number seven. Take time off. When was the last time you took a break from your work and you were like, okay, this is time for me to take some break. I'll be back and I'll see to it. So take some time off and then go ahead. Okay. So decide how you would like to take a break and then plan. Your time off would help you to recharge yourself. And finally, point number eight, be patient. Point number eight, yes, be patient with yourself. Are you patient with yourself, or do you bully yourself with your thoughts, or do you let yourself get bullied? Being patient with yourself is making sure that whenever you are working, you're not giving up. I read this thing where it was like it takes 4 weeks to notice the change in yourself. It takes 8 weeks for the people around you to notice the change in you, and it takes 12 weeks for the world to notice the change in you. Are you patient enough to complete the journey you have started upon? Just think about it and start on the journey. So, ladies and gentlemen, these were the 8 points out of 14, which were when you are working, how can you avoid burnout? On the other side, we are going to be taking the remaining 6 points, how to battle burnout. So, let's take a short 30-second break and see you on the other side, ladies and gentlemen. And we are back, ladies and gentlemen. So, in our previous segment, we spoke about 8 ways how you can battle burnout during your work. Now, in our next segment, we'll be talking about the 6 point how you can battle burnout outside your work. To battle burnout, I have also penned down a book, Working Under Pressure, which you can find on Amazon, which talks about few of the tips, tricks that really help. And burnout is not something exclusive. Everyone goes through it, be it a business owner or an employee or an entrepreneur, working professional, or even a farmer. So now we are moving on and starting with our next segment, how to battle burnout outside your work. So are you ready? So this is a point number 9. And the point number 9 is address the root cause. Are you aware what's your root cause? Majority of the time, the root cause is not visible, and people look for things outside their control. It's important how exactly are you tackling the root cause. Think about it. Have you ever diagnosed what initiated that thought inside your head? You need to identify the right root cause. Otherwise, symptoms would be there, but there won't be any diagnosis. So now moving over to point number 10. Point number 10 is set boundaries. Yes, the moment you are at work, set your clear boundaries. Be very clear with it that what you would like to do, what you won't like to do. It's quite crucial for you that you understand what are your boundaries. Would you like to have a spillover of your work at your home, or vice versa, spillover of your home at your work? So have healthy boundaries and do communicate it to people, like when you are working, what is your expectation from them? And when you are not working, what is your expectation? Do you address messages late in the night, or do you go on off mode? Think about it, it's quite crucial and quite important. Okay, ladies and gentlemen. Now, moving over to the next point, point number 11. And point number 11 is a no brainer, it's sleep well. No, I'm not talking about the mattress sleep well. I'm talking about the routine sleep well. Do you sleep well? Do you have a sound sleep? Or do you wake up in every few minutes anxious? Or the moment you wake up, you're scared of going to office? You constantly avoid seeing your messages even after the notification. I was speaking to my mentor, and my mentor told one thing which all the human enjoy is anxiety. Jokes apart, anxiety is something which is universal. And to combat anxiety, anxiety requires self awareness. And long term anxiety causes burnout, it causes stress about something which does not exist. Depression is when we start thinking about the past, anxiety is when we are thinking about an unoccurred event of the future. So, moving over to point number 12. Point number 12 is workout. Are you regularly working out? How many minutes, hours in a day are you working out? How many minutes per week are you working out? What form of workout are you doing? It can be as simple as walking, it can be as simple as jogging, yoga, calisthenics, cycling, running, jogging. You choose it. How are you working out? Few minutes of exercise is recommended. My question to you is, what's your excuse? And another point is, it's not only exercise. Exercise needs to be clubbed with a healthy diet. It's 80% diet and 20% exercise. So do be mindful about your eating habit as well as your physical routine. Moving over to point number 13. Learn to relax. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, learn to relax. Things will happen. This too shall pass. Have you learned how to relax? It's quite crucial. One of the lost forgotten art is we do not know how to relax. How many people are aware how to relax, how to take things ahead? And this is quite crucial. Final point for the day is point number 14, which is, and this is something which is quite close to my heart, consider counseling. If you're having any anxiety, any depression, it is quite crucial that there are so many online platforms available. There are so many apps available where you can go ahead and do the counseling, where you can just go ahead and start discussing with an expert psychologist and you can speak. Don't just let it out, stress you out from inside and eat you. It's quite crucial how you are taking care of yourself. So, which was your favorite point? And as a bonus, ladies and gentlemen, we are sharing a PDF. Do refer this. This has all the notes which will help you. Okay? So, we'll see you next week, same time, same place. And thank you for joining us. And as always, it's a pleasure to host you. If you like this episode, do hit that subscribe button, follow button, do comment. We would love to be discovered organically by the people. Thank you. All the best. Take care.